Today we're going to talk about macroscopic muscle movement, and the goal of this video is to identify the major muscles of the body and describe how muscles attach to the skeleton. So what are the major muscles of the body? Muscle names are based on Latin and are given according to the following criteria: muscle size, muscle shape, the location of the muscle, the orientation of the muscle origin and insertion, the number of origins or heads on the muscle, the muscle function. So those are the criteria, and here are some examples. So biceps brachii, the bi part tells you there's two origins, and this would be on the upper arm. Another name of a muscle would be deltoid. So think of the Greek letter delta here, which has 3 points on it. So this is a triangular-like muscle. Okay, so those are examples of how muscles are named based on Latin and according to that criteria. I am not going to speak on these slides. I'm just going to fill them in. These are the muscles that you need to know. There are quite a few of them. You will need to know these. You can pause the video once the image is completely filled in. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to go that fast. Okay, skipped one. Let me back up. There we go. So you can pause here if needed. Pause here if needed. Okay, so how do muscles attach to the skeleton? Muscles are attached to bones by tendons. And the attachment of the tendon to the more stationary bone, that's called the origin. So you can see in this image where it says origin from scapula and origin from scapula and humerus. So the attachment of the tendon to the stationary bone, that's called the origin. And then the attachment to the more movable bone is called the insertion. So you can see right here where it says insertion on ulna or insertion on radius. Okay, the middle of the muscle is called the belly, and muscles work in pairs. So the prime mover is the muscle doing the action, which would be a contraction. And synergists are muscles that help in that same direction. So that you have the prime mover that's doing the action, it's causing the muscle contraction. And then a synergist is a muscle that helps in that same direction that the prime mover is going. An antagonist would be an opposing muscle that's relaxing during motion. An example of an antagonistic pair would be the biceps brachii and the triceps brachii. So to sum up, muscles can be identified by their shape, location, size, or function. They are attached to bones by tendons, and they extend from the origin to the insertion site. Muscles work in pairs with the prime mover contracting while the antagonist extends. And the center, I left this out, but the synergist would move in the same direction as the prime mover. Okay, that's it for now.